If you think it's impossible to profit from sports betting, think again. I'm a professional gambler and I've been doing this successfully for the past 30 years. More importantly, I've helped hundreds of people turn sports betting into a serious long-term income, and some of my clients are now clearing 6 figures a month consistently. In this video, I'm breaking down the exact process needed to profit, what it really takes to compete at the highest level, and later on some advanced ideas for experienced bettors looking to scale up. If you're ready to get serious, I'm Tony from Analyst. Let's crack on. First things first, because it needs to be said, most sports bettors are losers, and that's never going to change. Now, some people, they're betting purely for fun, and that's absolutely fine. After all, we all have hobbies that cost money, so there's no judgment there. The actual problem starts when people think they are trying to win but behave in ways that guarantee they won't. Compulsive bettors, high frequency, high risk, impulsive bets, no structure, no edge, and no control. Those players don't lose because sports betting is unbeatable, they lose because they haven't got a plan. And I'll be blunt here, if that fits you, stop it now. But if you're serious about approaching this professionally, then the rest of this video matters. Because profitable betting does exist, it just doesn't look like what most people are doing. So let's talk about where the edge actually comes from and why you can profit from sports betting. Every profitable betting strategy in the world falls under one category: advantage plays. No systems, no secrets, no magic pick. Advantage play simply means you're betting when the odds are favourable and you're getting paid more than the risk you're taking. Most people access this through software which scans markets and identifies pricing errors. Now, the most common forms start with match betting. This is entry level. You're extracting value from sportsbooks, promotions and sign-up offers. They are low risk, limited lifespan, but a good place to learn discipline. Number 2 is arbitrage betting, only placing bets when every outcome is covered for a guaranteed profit. This exists because competition in the betting market and mispriced odds. Margins are tight and limits come fast, but it is real. And then you have what I would recommend to anybody that's starting up, and that is value betting. This is where most long-term professionals live. You're identifying odds that are overpriced. Now, typically, software calculates the true market probability, removes the margin, and highlights the positive expected value. Those no-vig prices are your benchmark. Win the CLV battle often enough, that is the closing line value, and profits follow. Middling also fits naturally within the value betting system, but it's more complex and takes a little bit more understanding. But other legitimate strategies include originating your bets in soft or poorly priced markets, trading positions between bookmakers and exchanges, or purchasing proven profitable betting tips from handicappers that really know what they're doing. Everything else that you see online is just a variation of these. There are no exceptions. So naturally, we now need to speak about what determines long-term profits. And here's what most people get wrong. Profitable bets are not enough on their own. To succeed long-term, you need 6 things, and they matter in this order. Most important is access to betting accounts and markets. No accounts equals no journey. The more accounts you control, the higher your ceiling. This determines how much you can stake, how long you last, and how far you can scale. For the professionals amongst you, we're going to go deeper into this a little bit later. And number 2 is capital. You need a betting bank. Now, a few thousand is going to get you started. Around 20,000 allows you to scale efficiently, whereas 100,000 plus unlocks additional strategies. At the highest levels, capital creates new problems, but progress is always incremental. Number 3 is the profitable bets, but this is actually the easy part. Value betting software does the heavy lifting. You subscribe, scan the market, and act whether the odds are in your favour. It's simple logic. Beat the closing line often enough, and profit follows. Number 4, and this shouldn't be underestimated, that is maximising the extraction extraction. We all know that winning accounts don't last forever. Your goal is to extract as much as possible before limits arrive. Now you're going to do this by being wise about your sports selection, your leagues, your bet types and the liquidity available. All of it matters. Intelligent staking and blending in is critical. This is where amateurs and professionals separate. Now number 5 on the list is remaining undetected, and this is a totally different challenge. A VPN alone won't protect you. Your digital footprint has to be managed properly. Stake too much, too fast or too obviously and you're flagged. Your account will be limited or closed. There are tools that will help you, but misuse them and you'll shorten the lifespan of your betting accounts. And number 6 is an obvious one, getting paid. KYC is stricter than ever. Get it right from day one or expect problems later. Withdrawals are part of the process and not an afterthought. Let's talk about the process for big league thinking. Now for those of you who already understand the basics, let's zoom out. You may have seen recent articles about Tony Bloom where it's claimed his operation Star Lizard is generating 600 million a year from sports betting. There are countless syndicates and individuals operating at an high level, but here's the key point that most people miss. None of that matters if you can't get money down. At scale, knowledge isn't the bottleneck, deployment is. That's where every serious operation uses third-party betting accounts. They're distributed globally, often with heavy emphasis on crypto sportsbooks. In that same reporting, it was claimed Bloom extracted millions from a single account at Sportsbet.io. I'm not saying this is where you start, but this is where the game leads. And understanding that early changes how you approach everything else. With that in mind, if you want big, we have to start thinking outside the box. Now this part isn't for everyone, but if you're ambitious to become a big time professional gambler, you need to understand something early. Staying comfortable will cap you. Using friends or family members' betting accounts is no longer viable at scale. The route is crowded, fragile and short-lived. One option is targeting international accounts. There are many countries where you can access a wider range of sportsbooks both locally and abroad, with far less friction than you're getting on your own territory. Another route is taking over whale accounts owned by large, consistent losers. This is something that's been discussed publicly in relation to Tony Bloom and large syndicates. You also have commission agents, also known as bet placers. People who place bets on your behalf for a fee. At scale, betting with off-market accounts or crypto sportsbooks is far more common than most people realise. But here's the key point. None of this is going to happen unless you are connected to the right people. You need structure over cleverness. To succeed at scale, this stops being about betting knowledge. It becomes about organisation, money movement, structuring and creating opportunity. And above all, it becomes about a reputation. You don't force your way into these environments. People choose to work with you, and they're only going to do that if you do things properly. Now you've got to understand there will be costs involved. Access is never going to be free. Paying fixed fees for everyday betting accounts is pretty standard, but when it comes to whale accounts, VIP accounts or edging accounts, revenue share is more normal. Depending on the value of the accounts and who is funding it, giving up anywhere between 30 to 70% of profits is not unusual. Now the numbers are not the lesson. The lesson is this: if you don't look after the right people, they won't deal with you again. You make money, you look after the people that made that opportunity possible. Whereas with commission agents or bet placers, I've personally paid around 3% on turnover for horse racing bets. Obviously you couldn't do that level on sports betting because the margins are much lower. But on horse racing, 3% on turnover, that would be more natural than actually paying them a revenue share. And the reason for that is simple. That removes the variance pressure. It avoids manipulation and keeps incentives aligned. While revenue share might look cheaper, misaligned incentives cost more in the long run. So let me just give you some food for thought, a final few points to think about. If you're using commission agents, remember this: you're supplying them with information. In the wrong hands, that can be costly. Using crypto to load accounts is one thing, repatriating funds and managing tax exposure is another. And we also need to take on board that banks don't like anything associated with gambling. If you don't plan for that, you'll eventually hit a brick wall. And above all, don't penny pinch when it comes to legalities. Cutting corners here doesn't save money, it destroys the operation. So I think that's enough for now. I don't want to make this video too long because a lot of people get bored very easily. Now, a lot of these points in the video, really, they are things that you're going to have to take apart and really analyze, if you're going to get into this business. Now, we do have a mentorship program for the right people, people that have really got some meat in the game, really want to get there fast and want to streamline the operation. We do have the contacts, we've got the basis to help you on that journey if you fit into the bill. Other than that, that's have a think about it, go through the material that we've actually spoken about. We've got other videos on this channel. You might want to subscribe because we're going to be going deeper into sports betting. I'm going to be showing you the ways how you can profit, not just easily, but at a much bigger scale. I'm Tony from Analyst. You're through to boot camp again. See you in the next one soon. Take care. Bye bye.